Alright, this is going to be the last breakdown here for you guys. And again, we're going to be going up against Kiv. Again, this is going to be a Madden 21. And this is going to be a full game breakdown. So I'm going to encompass everything from the course and, kind of just put it all together now. So you guys are going to get to see the first drives, and a half situations, the money drives, how I handle situations on the first, second, and third down. And again, as we've been saying so many times, you know, in this course, on this first drive again, it's just kind of a fuel out process. And again, I see he's in the 1-for-6, so again, I'm gonna have to put in a running back because again, I don't want to be passing versus a a formation that's capable of getting pressure with four people. So again, we're gonna put in a running back here, or probably gonna call timeout. Yeah, I am gonna do that. But again, first drive, ask yourself, what are your base plays? What are your two or three best base plays? Your money plays, and see how they handle this. And versus defense right here, again, my base play is gonna be this. This is 1,000% my base play, um, because again, I know that this formation is capable of getting pressure. So again, I want a quick pass option. So I got quick pass option on the left, quick pass option on the right. Again, this is a little preview here to the raw combo development course. Won't go too far into this, but again, got quick pass options on both sides, and still going to be able to beat coverage style defense, because again, I'm still going to have two good, a post route and a good cross around the field as well. So again, as you see, he sends the pressure here. It's popular out of this look, out of this over G look, and I'm able to get it off to my quick pass, or get it off to my quick read right away. And again, I'm going to keep running this play repeatedly on this drive because, again, this is 1,000% my best play versus the over G. So, again, he's going to show me that he can stop it. Again, I'm not just going to switch it up for no reason. Again, I'm going to go right back to it. He's going to have to prove to me that he can stop it. And again, we got the crosser open here. We buy time, and with our pocket presence. Again, gonna go right back to it. And first time when he blitzed me, I had the out route. When he played coverage, we had the tight end crosser. So again, he's gonna have to show me something here. And again, we're just gonna do a slight variation. Again, it's gonna be really similar concept. Instead here, we're just gonna add in the S post, because commonly in this defense, people will run some man coverage, some match out of it. I saw him run a little bit of match last play, so yeah, I'm still gonna be able to beat the blitz here, and I'll be able to beat any type of man or match deep. So again, just a little slight variation. Again, this is one of my base plays. You're gonna see this play, and the play I ran with X spot, ran a lot. Again, only differences here is that I got the streak on the outside and the S post on the outside, and same routes in the middle. And again, he does make a good adjustment here to my base play. So what he did here was he hard flatted his inside linebacker and still blitzed me to stop, because I've been sending 5 out on my base plays. So again, instead of sending 6, he sent 5 and hard flatted his inside linebacker. So that took away my quick pass option on the left. So I only had a quick pass option on the right. So if that 5-man came in, I was kind of screwed. So again, now that he showed me that he's capable of stopping my base play, he kind of showed me his hand. He said, okay, I know how to stop your base play. Let me just hard flat and blitz 5, and that's a good adjustment by him. So now I'm gonna have to make, an adjust off of my base play. Again, I'm not just gonna switch it up for no reason. He's now shown me that, he's capable of stopping it. So, and again, we're gonna take a little mental note here as well, because he did leave the S post open on this play, but again, Kiv is a high-level player, so I'm sure he'll leave it open later in the game, but probably not in his next play. I'm sure he saw that. So again, I'm going to go back to my base play, but I'm just going to make a subtle adjustment, to counter his adjustment. So again, it's all about kind of adjusting off your main plays. Once they show you that they can stop your main plays, make a little subtle adjustment out of your base play, out of one of your best plays. So again, he was hard fighting his inside linebacker blitzing 5. So again, the adjustment I'm going to make to that is I'm gonna hitch my slot. Because again, he's hard flatting his inside linebacker. He'll get to the outside, and that hitch route will get inside of the flat. As you can see there, he did that again, and again, the hitch is going to be wide open underneath, but he blitzed, and leaving the tight end crosser open. Again, you guys are getting a good little preview here to the route combo development course as well. I mean, look at the setup and spacing we have on this play. So again, good spacing on the field here. Again, this is why this is my base play. All of my main targets are just spaced out well across the field. Again, the only subtle adjustment here we made was hitching B. A little adjusting on the fly here. A little preview to that as well. But again, the play calling is all kind of based around our two or three best plays, and again, once he shows the capabilities of stopping it, again, just little slight adjustments. Again, don't just sporadically go to different play. You do not want to do that. Again, you want to have a little system of plays, and then you can kind of adjust off those plays if you need to. And again, I'm going to go back to this play. Again, this was another one of my base plays. So Kiv's been blitzing a decent bit, so I'm going to block my running back here. And again, he left his S-pose open earlier in the game, so I am going to go back and check on it. Again, he blitzes here, leaving the out route open. And again, this is why this is my base play versus defense. It's really hard to blitz this play because of that quick out route in the slot. And since I've been mixing in the hitch in the slot too to kind of counter his hard flat the linebacker adjustment. So now Kiv is kind of in a dilemma. If he hard flats, I can just hitch my slot. But again, so I'm just kind of mixing up what B is on now. And again, that completely got him out of this defense. Again, all I did to get him out of this defense was, again, stay consistent with my base plays. And then once I had a little bit of trouble, just make a little slight adjustment off of my base play. And again, and he saw enough of that defense. Again, he's going to switch out of it. So again, I got to kind of readjust here on offense. I got to ask myself, okay, he's running man align. So good chance that there's man coverage here. So again, I'm going to keep it simple. I'm going to go to one of my best base plays versus man align, and that's basically a slant and a crosser. And as you'll learn more, we'll go more in depth in the route combo development courses. A slant and crosser, is a really effective combo, especially versus the man coverage. So again, I'm going to come out. This is my best base play versus what I feel is going to be man coverage. It's not man coverage, but we still end up getting the slant open. And again, he just gets the shed here. Again, here on the 3rd and 10, he's going to come out in this big dime. So, again, he's willing to risk getting weak box here, and weak box is basically the linebackers run slower. So, again, you cannot run, when you're in a 2-1-2 formation, you can't run a formation with 6 DBs, or else you'll get weak box. Again, it's an addition they added to the game. So, again, I'm going to audible down here and run on it, because, again, this formation will get weak box. But people kind of found ways around it, and they're starting to play good run defense out of it, as you'll see here. So again, we're going to take note of that for later in the game. Use that for future reference, because again, I believe he's spying his safeties to play that good a run D, and we're going to take advantage of that later in the game. So again, here I'm back on offense. I got another stop. So again, I'm going to go back to, ask myself, what are my best plays here versus man align? And one of the things I gotta try is this tight end corner out, because the tight end corner out gets a little speed burst, so that can be good versus man. But again, he's playing zone out of this man align look, so I'm gonna have to make some adjustments. And I felt there that he ran a little cover 2 on that side, but I ended up being wrong, and you'll see here. So that's why I kind of get a little preview to the adjusting on the fly course, but that's why I kind of went with a cover 2 beater here on the right, because it looked like post snap that was a cover 2 look before, and it wasn't. So again, now he's kind of showing us some match. So again, we're gonna have to make some adjustments here. And I was trying to roll to the left and throw it away. I just got stuck in my tackle. So Kiv right now, he's kind of throwing us off a little bit. We're expecting more. I was expecting more man coverage out of the mana line look, but again, we're just collecting intel right now. It's only the first, second drive here. So again, he's ran a lot of cover 3 out of this look, and he's shown us match as well. He has not ran any man coverage yet out of this look. So again, we're gonna have to go to some of our better man coverage or better zone coverage beaters. And again, this is going to be one of my best plays overall versus zone coverage. Again, we're just collecting the intel that he's shown us so far. Again, he's shown us that out of this look, he likes to run a lot of zone and match. So again, I'm going to call one of my best plays that beats zone coverage in general, and match. Again, also here on the 2nd and 17, also remember to, again, it's common here for people to give up the underneath read. So again, be looking for these underneath passes here in the 2nd and 17. You can expect them to be open. Kiv played pretty good underneath defense here. He did leave the hitch open. Made this situation a little bit more manageable for me. Again, the worst thing you can do here is 2nd and 17 is just kind of wait for a deep crossing route. Knowing that the defense is going to be most of the time, kind of waiting on that. Again, the defense doesn't want to give up a big play in the 2nd and 17. So again, if you get greedy, kind of sit back there and wait for a deep crosser. That's what's going to lead to sacks, and then you're going to kind of kill the drive. Once you're on 2nd and 17, take a sack. That kind of kills the drive. Whereas if you throw it underneath, make it more manageable. A 3rd and 11 is much more manageable than being stuck on a 3rd and 24 after getting sacked. So again, here Kiv is going to go down to the 1 for 6 and risk getting weak box. And the reason I do want to take advantage of this by passing later in the game, but I don't want to do it now, because if I pass here and get sacked, I'm going to be out of field goal range. So I'm going to run here to guarantee my 3. And as you'll see here, it's a good play call here. Do the run to kind of basically guarantee field goal range. But I had the worst, stick ever here, and ran backwards and almost got out of field goal range. So that could have been really bad. But I did end up getting the 3 here. Alright, so back on offense here. So again, out of this mana line look, he has not shown us any man coverage like we expected at first. So again, we kind of, now that we have that information, we gotta kind of readjust our mindset. So again, ask yourselves, he's shown us so far, match and kind of cover 3 out of this look. So again, we gotta go to our best plays that beat cover 3 and match. Again, he blitzes us. Again, this time he takes away their out route. And I feel like I had this post backside, but again, it's matched, so the guy kind of like peeled off really weird. So again, watch here. Again, it's gonna look like he's open. It looks like the matching quarter on the right is gonna match to the tight end crosser, but he stops matching to him and then kind of turns around my post and lurks me. And it should have been a pick, but I got fortunate there. And here in the 2nd and 10, again, we got to go to our place that we got to ask ourselves, what beats zone, what beats match. So again, you got to have these kind of plays and route combos prepared, for these situations. Again, he blitzes again. Again, we got to keep taking in this intel again, and he's also getting really aggressive. So Kiv's kind of in a situation in this game where he's gotten stopped twice. I'm about to go up 2 possessions here if I get in field goal range. So we got to kind of take note of his aggressiveness. So again, he is starting to get into desperation mode in defense. Again, he is down 6, potentially down 2 possessions here. So again, mana players in these situations are going to start to play a lot more aggressive to kind of force turnovers. So again, we got to account for that in our play calling, going forward. So here again, as you see on the left side, Kiv got really aggressive and, starting to soft squat with no deep half over the top. So again, we got to key in on that. So again, and I did see that. So on this 3rd and 4, again, I'm going to be looking to have a deep option on the field. Again, I'm expecting Kiv to get aggressive here. And again, this is where we're going to take advantage of him being in the 1 for 6. And I do fully expect Kiv to get greedy here, get aggressive, overcommit. Again, he's in a tough situation here. He's gotten stopped twice. You know, he can't really afford to let me get a first down here. I'm basically in field goal range if I do. So, again, I expect him to get really aggressive here, try to force a turnover, try to get a sack. So, again, everyone in the building here, well, when you're in I form versus 1-for-6, everybody is expecting run. Everybody. So, again, what do? You know, I'm up 6. You know, I know he's going to get really aggressive. He's in desperation mode. So, what I do, I put 2 streaks on the field. Again, I know that he's going to be spying his safeties here. And, yeah, he does indeed spy his safeties where he actually blitzes safeties. And, you know, both of the streaks are going to be open here. He has to pick one, and I threw the other. Again, this is just a perfect situational play call. This is just, you know, factoring in the situation, you know, the down and distance, you know, the fact that I'm up 6 and already stopped him twice, knowing that he's in desperation mode. So again, we go aggressive here. We go over the top, knowing that he's going to expect us to stay underneath or expect us to run the ball there in I form. And again, we're going to take a similar approach once we're down here. We expect Kiv to get aggressive. Again, we're going to have streaks on the field, you know, skinny posts on the field. We are waiting on him to get aggressive because, again, we got to pay attention to, again, we're getting close to the red zone. Again, people feel that they can play really aggressive in the red zone because there's tight spaces down here. Again, people will give up, you know, outside fades, you know, stuff over the middle, deep posts over the middle. Again, especially in a situation like this where Kiv's back is against the wall, he's going to be looking to get aggressive. Again, last time, or just on this drive, you know, he had left the deep left part of the field open. So, and again, he's just in that kind of part of the game where he's starting to get desperate, and he needs to force a turnover. So again, we're gonna have a streak on the field here. We're gonna look at the streak first, and I thought it was covered at first, and then, oh man, he ended up beating the press really bad, and I did have it for a touchdown. And again, as you see, Kiv is getting really aggressive here. He's leaving, you know, really no help over the top. So it was a good thought process there. We just didn't execute it there. Good play call, we just didn't execute it. And again, same thought process here for me is, again, I expect Kiv to get really aggressive again. Again, he's in a really tough spot now, and he's been playing really aggressive. So, again, we're gonna look to take a deep shot here, expecting him to get aggressive again. Again, he's really playing to force a turnover here. So we're gonna try to, you know, make him pay for being aggressive and hit him over the top. And again, he does indeed get really, really aggressive again. Again, he leaves no one on the deep left. Again, we have 2 deep options, but since he blitzed, we were not able to get it off. You know, so again, he's getting super duper aggressive. So yeah, when his back is up against the wall, Cliff is gonna make really crazy coverage adjustments. And when they're in these situations, when we're in offense, we gotta make them pay for this. Again, we gotta find ways to beat them deep. You know, to make them pay for doing this. So again, here on 3rd and 11, expecting him to get aggressive. So again, we're gonna have the 2 streaks on the field, hoping for him to again give up one of those seams. Again, plays good defense here though. Again, I might have had B late, but again, not really worth it. Again, I like the play call here though, because we had the 2 streaks on the field, kind of expecting him to get a little aggressive, and you know, he's able to get a stop here. And again, we did lurk him before half, so I am going to get ball out of half. So again, Kiv is now down, you know, 2 possessions without the ball. I expect them to. You got to expect your opponent to start get hyper aggressive here. They're gonna really start playing tight on those underneath passes, and you know, be willing to give up those over the top passes. You know, trying to create a turnover here. So again, and we know the situation here. So again, we're gonna be looking to attack over the top. We're gonna have our streaks on the field or skinny posts on the field. So again, Kiv has had a tendency of leaving this deep left part of the field open. So again, we're gonna kind of look to go back there. You know, we're expecting him to leave, you know, lone coverage there. You know, maybe again just leave a soft spot over there. Again, there we just check it down. So again here we're gonna have some sort of streak, some sort of post on the deep post on the field. Kiv is starting to, he's blitzing. He's going again. He's going to try to force sacks, force turnovers, get aggressive with the coverage adjustments. He's going to blitz a lot. So again, last time he played cover two here on the right side. So again, I'm going to try to click him over the top, expecting him to kind of get aggressive blitz again and maybe play cover two again. And again, we weren't able to click him deep on the right side, but again, he leaves lone coverage on the left here. And that's why I put the skinny post, because again, I'm expecting him to get really, really aggressive here. And again, he's been like hook zoning his safety, soft squatting on the left side. And that's why I did this skinny post here on the left. Again, this is not a play I usually run. I call this play because of the situation, knowing he's getting really aggressive here on the trip side. So again, I decided to go with a skinny post here to kind of counter his aggressiveness. And again, it does work out here. Again, I know he's in desperation mode, but again, we just overthrow it. Get an under pressure inaccurate. And again here, I'm expecting Kiv to stay aggressive. And again, we're gonna continue to leave streaks on the field, continue to mix in, having deeper posts on the field. Again, I'm gonna be looking at streak first here, because again, I'm expecting him to get aggressive. Earlier in the game, the last time I didn't have a when I try to attack him deep one play, the next play, he still got really aggressive. So again, he's shown that he will be aggressive on back-to-back plays. So again, it just now he's in even a worse situation here. So I expect him to get aggressive again here. Again, he's in a tough spot, down 15 without ball. So again, he leaves solo side coverage here. Again, just a 1v1. Again, if we're even, we're leaving. Again, usually this is going to be a catch, but we drop it. Again, he's leaving that one-on-one coverage on the outside. He's getting hyper aggressive now. Again, he's not going to leave those deep halves in this situation. He's trying to play underneath again, force a turnover here. Again, we're calling up good plays for this situation, but our players are kind of letting us down right now. Again, right here, I really wanted to go with a pass here, go back to the double streaks, because I know he's in desperation mode. But I've been playing, we got to think too, I've been playing such good defense this game. I've allowed 0 points. So, again, I am going to take the smart route here and just run the ball. Just from how the pace of the game is going. And, he hasn't scored yet. So, again, I'm not going to kind of force it here on offense. So, I'm just going to run the ball. Again, he's in a light set, so. Yeah, just a little run here. Again, back in offense here. Again, Kiv, made this game interesting. So I'm only up by 8 now with ball. And again, I'm expecting him to stay aggressive. Try to force a turnover, try to get a sack. He's gonna blitz heavy. Again, when people are playing from behind, they are gonna get. Most people are gonna get aggressive on defense, and Kiv has a history of getting aggressive at defense. And in this game, especially, he's been getting hyper aggressive on defense. So again, on that last drive, I feel like I beat him deep twice. Again, it wasn't, players kind of just laid down. So I'm going to go back to that deep part of the field, the deep left part of the field. Again, he's still in a tough spot here. So I kind of expect him to stay aggressive, and he does. And he plays solo side coverage again. Just leaves one-on-one coverage, no one over the top. Again, this time we are going to be able to expose him for it and beat him deep for a touchdown, because again, we know the situation. We know he's in desperation mode, so again, we're going to look to attack, over the top. Again, it's kind of just, thinking backwards, you kind of think, up 8, you just want to, throw it short, but again, a smart defensive player is going to know that, they know that you're just kind of looking to, throw short, and you got to know that they know the situation just like you. You know that you got to know that they know that that you just need 30 more yards to go up 2 possessions, or you're so close to getting the game over, you just need some first down. So Again, you gotta know, you gotta put yourself in their shoes always. Again, back here on offense. Again, I got a lucky red zone stop versus him. So I'm up 15 in my own red zone. This is a prime opportunity for him to get aggressive, get a safety here. So again, we're gonna have streaks in the field. Well, after this run call, hopefully get some yardage here. Again, and we don't. And again, I skipped by it, but yeah. So again, I like where my mind was at here. Trying to attack him deep, but um, again, I was hoping to hit kind of him with a cover two bomb on the right. Again, we've been popping him on the left side a lot with deep passes. So again, I kind of knowing the situation, I knew he was gonna blitz, get aggressive. You really need a safety, so he's been giving up the lefty pass a lot. So I tried to go to the right sideline here. Thought maybe he might get really aggressive over here, and I was trying to look for this fade, but again, he had it guarded. Had the underneath the A, but was kind of expecting Y to get open at some point. But again, good defense here by him. And again, we are going to take a snapshot with her. We're going to take a snapshot here. Again, we see what he's doing on defense. Again, he's doing a good job of guarding the lefty pass and the right deep pass now. So we got to know that and kind of attack the middle of the field here. And again, we got to stay aggressive. Continue to attack deep, but attack deep at different parts of the field now. Again, I have one more drive to put this away, and as you guys saw in the last drive, we were talking about he's doing a good job of going the deep silence now, but now he's going to get aggressive and leave the deep middle open. It looks like so. Again, that's right. That's why right here, again knowing the situation, his back is up against the wall. He really needs to stop. Whether I get 10 yards of offense here, or 50 yards of offense here, he loses the game regardless. So, again, he's gonna play to protect that underneath here. Again, it doesn't really matter again whether it's 10 or 50 yards. The game is over for him either way. So again, he's gonna play that first down marker really aggressively. So again, he's gonna blitz heavy here. Again, he actually does a good job of guarding the seam, but again, we are able to kill him over the middle here. Again, we're kind of just attacking different parts of the field here now. Again, we've been attacking the silence a lot. He's been giving up the silence, but we kind of see that he's starting to play the silence a lot. So again, we were looking to attack deep over the middle with their streaks, to account for the aggressive defense with their streaks, and just run a route combination, attacking a different part of the field here, attacking the middle, which we haven't gone too much, and that he's been leaving open. So again, that's really going to seal the game. Again, now in this part of the game here, when someone has, only 2 timeouts like this, and with the 30-second play clock, once he takes those 2 timeouts, you're going to have, there's basically going to be like 20 seconds left in the game. So again, if I run a play here, it's going to run off about 30 seconds. So I'll be, 30 seconds left in the game, and then I run again, takes his 2 timeouts, be about 20 seconds left. Then once I punt it, he's going to be getting the ball back with 20 seconds left and no timeouts. So again, that's what we're going to be looking to do here. Again, don't overcomplicate this situation. It's just kind of basic math. Just chew this game out. It's going to be impossible to win a game with 20 seconds, no timeouts, especially if you get a decent punt off and they have to go 80 yards. So again, just play it smart here and run the ball 3 times. Again, make him take up his timeouts. Again, run the ball again. The clock will go down to about 20 seconds after this play, as you see here. And then again, yeah, he's going to get the ball here with 15 seconds left. So again, yeah, and at those end of the game situations, again, it's just basic math. So you gotta know when the game is over, and you just gotta run the ball a few times. Again, this is basically you punt it to him with 19 seconds left, no timeouts. That is game over. So again, really, and the lesson here in this game is as we've been talking about throughout this whole course is knowing when to attack deep. When you're Again, when you're up in games, you kind of expect, maybe you just want to throw short and get the first down, get the first downs, get it over with. But again, when you're up and when you're when you're in a really favorable position on offense, it's a good idea to go for the kill, because again, the defense is going to be desperately, wanting to get a sack, get a turnover. So again, they're going to be a lot more willing to give up passes over the top, and that was kind of the story in this game was, I was constantly looking to get over the top with streaks, posts, deep posts, stuff like that. Um, and yeah, that's really it. That's really it for this one.